Maya Gavana Milan. So in this video, I wanted to discuss all about the difference between fairies and elves. So there is a bit of a difference, and some people will resonate only with the fairies, and some people will resonate only with the elves, and some people kind of resonate with both. And this is really because of the different types of energies that these types of beings carry within the seventh dimension of the angelic Fae realm. So when humans think about the fairies have always been expressed in all legends and fairy tales and things like that as very helpful, little tiny little creatures. They can either be very helpful to humans, they can help to grant wishes to them, they can help them have their dreams come true in some kind of way, and then they can also be very mischievous and they can tempt humans and they can cause humans to maybe follow the wrong path or learn a very strong lesson in their life. So there's lots of different types of fairies out there. You have so many of the brownies, you have the blue fairies, you have the flower fairies, you have all these different types of fairies that are talked about in all these legends of old. What I understand intuitively as an elven type is that fairies, I truly love the fairies. I mean, the fairies are just really great people. Fairies are usually the guardians of specific plants, flowers, trees, parts of nature they're guardians over. And they contain really high amounts of energy. It's very hard to see fairies because they vibrate so highly that they are invisible to most human eyes. They are very high vibrational beings. They are truly pure essence of nature spirit. And so they are very much aligned with the earth's frequencies, and they are always trying to help the earth in some kind of way. And people that vibrate that highly, they can tend to catch a glimpse of fairies. Fairies truly are sporadic in their energy, though. They are truly the types of beings that can be very, very happy in one moment because something really, truly beautiful has happened. They're so happy to see a particular flower or crop of plants start to blossom and bloom, and they're so happy and they're excited. But then they can get very angry and very sad very quickly when they see that humans have destroyed parts of the earth around them. So you will feel the spikes in their energy. You will feel the ebb and the flow of being very happy and bright and cheerful, and then being very angry and sad and almost wrathful towards humans. There's a little bit of that fluctuation in energies with fairies. And fairy type of people have that. They're very vivacious, they're full of life, they're very, very cheerful, happy-go-lucky people, but they do have a side that can switch like that. So that is the type of energy that people may resonate if they love fairies. They themselves are full of energy, full of life. And they know that they have this ability to switch very easily. Elven energy is a lot different. Elven energies, they tend to be a little bit more older, a little bit more balanced. There's a constant type of energy within them where not much bothers them, and if it does, they simply either ignore it, or they walk away, or they try to teach a lesson in some kind of way to the person that has caused some kind of insult towards them. So elven energies are a little bit different. They're a little bit more calmer and more reserved. Elves definitely can have as much of a vivacious type of personality, but they tend to be a little bit more reserved and calm. They also not only are keepers of great wisdom within nature, they hold a lot of the secrets that are deeply found within nature, and they're kind of guardians over that. They also are connected to the stars and to the cosmos around them. So that's why a lot of people do kind of resonate with space elves as well as earth elves. They seem to almost be interrelated in some kind of way, and that might be because the elven type is also a guardian of, the earth and the nature around, and then they're also connected to the cosmos, and so they hold a lot of wisdom within them about the stars and about the planets. So that is really the difference between the elven energy and the fairy energy. And the elves, when you meet somebody who has an elven-like energy, it can be a little bit more reserved. They usually are the counselors and the judges in the world, fair judges, and they like to be of service to others just as much as fairies are. They tend to not want to manipulate or trick humans as much as fairies do, because elves tend to be a little bit more older. They have a little bit more wisdom to understand that there are consequences to those choices if they try to manipulate and tempt humans. So they have kind of just decided to either ignore humans or to help to guide them. So there's really kind of that type of relationship to humans in today's world. Elves tend to be a little bit more introverted than the fairy nature, but they can be extroverts as well, and they love to live in their own communities, and they like to be around individuals that are a lot like them, that they can resonate with on their level, who love nature as much as them. They like to hang out with those that are in their surrounding and are on their same frequency as in vibrations. Fairies will make friends with everybody. They actually like all types of humans. They're very curious about humans that are at the lower consciousness levels, even though they get upset and angry with them. They're also very curious about them as well. And so there's this playfulness and this curiosity that fairies have, and they will make friends with all types of humans. They are a little bit more welcoming in that kind of way. Elves tend to be a little bit more reserved in that, and they are more reserved in who they give out their energy to. So you may resonate more with the elves, you may resonate more with the fairies. There is a definite difference between the two, but the two are the greatest friends. And in the angelic fae realm, the elves and the fairies live together, and they have a great deep respect and love for one another. And so you may find that the fairies look up to the elves, and the elves always are inspired by the fairies' just burst of life. And they love seeing that, because that really does help to bring more light into nature, and the elves understand that. Personally, I wish that Tolkien even wrote a little bit about the fairies within his stories, but I understand he wanted to just kind of leave it in the way that he did. But that is the difference between elves and fairies. So Han and Lei for watching, and I will see you on the next video.